Can we talk about a show called RuPaul's Drag Race?
Absolutely.
So welcome back. We're back to recapping Drag Race. We have made it to episode 8 of season 7 of Drag Race. This is the conjoined
that's what we're
conjoined
on?
tweens.
Tween.
We got conjoined to a tween.
Be so weird. I thought this was a fabulous episode, and I really applaud. You know what? I think season 7, for all the shit it gets, I think they really did have some ingenious challenge. This being one of them.
This is one of the only best episodes of the season.
Yeah, and also because you know why? Because the makeover episodes often introduce characters that we don't give a about.
Right.
Strangers, who cares?
Who cares, Mary?
Veterans, who cares? Like ghosts from the past, whatever.
Yeah.
Family, get out of here.
Yeah.
We want the people to come back that we already know.
I would rather see Tempest du Jour instead of like
Abraham Lincoln.
Tyler Oakley.
Yes, thank you.
And no offense to Tyler Oakley, but we're often getting somewhere where we're like, oh.
Or like some random guy.
Some guy, truly
like
some
guy. Like a firefighter. Like good for you, but what?
Yeah. You look like you sell pills at a high school football game.
That is so tea. Like, that's a sum of our of
girl,
tea.
You look like you're at a high school football game selling pills.
And what of it? Okay, go ahead.
So the episode opens with a mini challenge where we have Latrice, who's gone to jail, come dress as a bailiff or a jail person.
This is a little tasteless.
Well, this is a reprise of her Get This Nuts Out of My Face character.
Also, just like, who's been in prison? Get the big black in here. It's like crazy to me.
I don't think it was her doing her Get the Nuts Out of My Face character.
I guess.
But also you guys dressing up like you've been in prison in front of someone who has been in prison.
That's what I mean. I don't know. The taste level was a little on the floor. I feel like, but it's Drag Race, whatever.
I don't know. So you guys have a small amount of time to make over yourselves into imprisoned women.
Oh yeah. And I filled out the questionnaire wrong and read it wrong. Like what I meant to say was my name. You're supposed to put your actual name. Like,
you were proficient in Excel.
Yeah,
you were kind of doing a job application.
My name was supposed to be Pussy Diet as like a pun on Pussy Riot. Like jail, lesbo, do you know what I mean? And then she read Pussycat. I was like, can you not read? Maybe my handwriting was bad. But and I was in the clink for smuggling
RuPaul's and the Leah Michelle Club.
I was in the clink for smuggling geese out of the Ukraine. And that was it just gave me an opportunity to wear my cat's outfit. Andrew Lloyd Webber, thank you.
Oh my God.
It was a fun challenge.
Well, Latrice comes in and you say she's like Sharon Stone, but fat and black.
I stand by those words. Mary, why am I wearing that blazer? I need you to tell me.
I love it. You know what? You're
I'm goth, like in my heart.
But you know what it's good for? When you are the tour manager for Tegan and Sarah. That's
or the Wiggles.
Or the Wiggles.
I'm the agent for the Wiggles.
Tegan and Sarah starring in the Wiggles. So
I'm literally the booking agent for the Wiggles.
Fame says, Sam says farm. Her stomach says farm life instead of thug life.
Whose?
Miss Fame.
Oh my God.
Her stomach says farm life.
So scary.
She looked like Christopher Lloyd and Dennis the Menace.
No, it was actually terrifying.
No, it was Waterworld Dallas Buyers Club. It was so fucking crazy.
Like, Fame, you are really going outside of your comfort zone, and I'm uncomfortable. Like
she looked crazy.
She's so crazy.
And for Fame to look ugly,
it's a big step, huge for her.
And she never does that, but she is good at acting a fool.
Because she is a fool.
She is.
She's not.
That's the rub with Fame.
Yeah,
she's a fool.
You quickly realize upon meeting her, there's like, oh, this lady is nuts. She is a wacko.
Do you remember how you came up with that character on the fly? You just picked something.
Well, no, because I had my little face mask with the pom poms, and I was like, I gotta use this.
Right.
You bring stuff.
I don't know if we had to.
It's like I'm like a Native American in that I use all the parts of the body.
And yeah, you're like a Native American.
Do you know what I mean? When I bring it, I don't want to bring something and not use it. There's a limit on that suitcase.
Right.
So I had this great, lovely thing. I was like, I'm not going to use it on a Runway. Here's the perfect chance.
Well, that's how I feel when I'm on Drag Race and I have like my Victoria's Secret like backpacks with wings and stuff. I'm like, I gotta use them.
That lingerie, that come hither lingerie.
The lingerie, the Agent P. So I love a comedic prison system moment. Kennedy wins the mini challenge.
Which, again, stereotyping, profiling.
I just am always like, the mini challenges are fun to me because the winner could be anyone. It could be
and
anyone.
And if let's how the sausage is made, everybody, we all know that the winner of the mini challenge is to set up the drama.
Right.
It's not, an objective criteria is used to discover the winner. It's like, okay, we're gonna start the with her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Remember,
I'll tell you from my point of view, when I left.
Yeah, what did they have you do? Wait in a barn or something?
I went home for a week. And they said, keep your bags packed though, because you're coming back. We can't tell you anything else. And I said, okay.
But didn't they keep some people?
Okay, so Candy Ho lived in Puerto Rico. Candy Ho went home 5th?
Maybe 5th, yeah.
And she waited from episode 5 to 8. She was like for 2 weeks in a hotel room.
And maybe it was not the Four Seasons, nor was it the Ritz.
It was the Beverly Garland.
It was the Beverly Garland, where the big draw was cable TV.
Right.
Not even a pool. They wouldn't even let the outside.
Yeah, they wouldn't take us to the pool.
Mary, if you're going to sequester me, I better be at the Ritz or the Four Seasons.
They'd only take me to the gym for 30 minutes, which I really resented.
Although they let me smoke as many times as I wanted.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what, though? That's the power of personality, mama. I made them all my friends. I know what I'm a woman who knows what I want and I know how to get it.
Right. What do you call that? Coercion?
You call it being nice.
Right. So I knew that I was coming back. And when all these other girls were there, I was like, what's happening? Because I don't think there'd ever been a thing where we all come back. I walk in first. And I assumed at the time it was because if the viewer sees me coming first, they go, oh, we thought you would be back.
Because you were just there.
So then when Tempest comes next, it's like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Tiffany Haddish comes out.
Well, the last person who went home was Max. So Max didn't even miss an episode, really. She was in Drag Race the next day. She had been eliminated the day before.
Now that was fierce because she could have won with that logic.
Yeah.
I'm thinking as a person who's like hanging on by a thread at this point, I'm like, well, nobody who's missed 3 episodes is going to win this show.
Can I say, maybe it's because I've been brought back. I think if RuPaul brings you back, you should be able to win.
Yeah, but no, I don't think so.
I mean, what if you're safe for 2 weeks? Who cares what you did?
No.
Is it better to not be there? Because then you can say, well, I would have done a better job on that challenge.
Mary,
I don't know.
If I'm a Secretary General of the Army or whatever and you like go home, you take a leave of absence for 3 weeks and you're not in the trenches, I'm not giving you a Purple Heart.
I don't know. What's the point of bringing people back then?
Drama. It's for the viewer.
I guess. I think we should take it seriously. If somebody comes back and turns it.
I think that you should act as if.
But if somebody comes back and turns it, they should be able to win, I think.
I agree with you. Or they should be able to, they should act as if they are able to win.
My favorite thing on Drag Race was when someone comes back and people are mad at the person.
Like it was their idea.
Why don't you go tell RuPaul? When you're on the runway, why don't you have a moment to tell RuPaul that you don't like it?
And in general, it's hysterical. Like, you killed my friend.
Right.
You killed my friend. How dare you kill my friend?
And then resuscitated her, which I hate.
And then killed her again.
And then killed her.
No, but like
Woman of the Hour. Choke her out, resuscitate her.
Why did they blame the contestant when it's clearly RuPaul and the producers and the judges who pull the trigger?
Thank you.
Follow the smoke. There's the gun.
Thank you. It's like, I just work here.
Thank you.
You know, we're all getting our stunning $150 a day.
Yeah. We all have our plastic hairlines.
We all have our plastic bag hairlines. Okay, all the groups get grouped up. You get Kasha Davis.
Yes.
How did you feel about that when it happened?
I felt fine.
Okay.
I like her. I love her. So it was easy. It wasn't my first choice or my second or third. No, I'm just kidding.
Because there was a talking head where you said this hag needs to go to rehab. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was just
talking about myself.
Right. Oh, it was her talking about you. You girls saying, see you there, you know. See you at summer camp. See you at Promises. See you in exactly. Hates it. So we get Tempest and Jaden, which I love.
I like Ebony and Ivory. I mean, polar opposites. Couldn't find a pair more diametrically opposed.
It's the Sears Tower and the Bean. You know what I mean? It's
it's twins. It's Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's very that.
That can work.
It can work.
It can really work.
We get Ginger and Sasha, I believe.
Yeah.
I get Pearl.
Which is
fine. Love that.
Like, cut to the thing, you guys.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Candy Ho and Fame, the sleeper cell hit.
They did a good job.
Baby.
And Max and Violet.
Cunty.
We will get there, but Max and Violet ate too.
But I'm telling you, the way that Fame took Candy's face and beat her with a bat of beauty. Not to say that she wasn't beautiful to begin with. Of course she was.
Right.
Unrecognizable. Fame knows how to stamp. She knows how to Hannibal Lecter her face right onto somebody else's so well.
Candy was in she was in the witness protection program. Yeah. She got different fingerprints. She
was Shandy.
She put in fake teeth like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Shandy Crow.
She was Shandy Crow. Shandy Crow.
So good. Oh, great.
I think we could have done a good job.
I think we would have done a great job. However, I would have struggled with. I'm not a great makeup artist. I think what Pearl did you do your makeup?
Pearl did the hair and makeup, and I made the outfit.
You guys. Slayed.
She did a great job.
Slayed. And it was such a fun, funny, perfectly executed concept. It was so great. It was like the moment you're on the runway, it was like It was like so clear and fabulous.
Yeah, we were standing there, and I mean, we can get to it, but I remember getting her and feeling like, you know, I hadn't seen her since I was eliminated, and Pearl and I still are friends, and it's emo to get eliminated from your friend, and she was like, you know, what if we do like a toddlers and tiara? I think I said toddlers and tiaras, and we basically attached the idea of there's always the ugly twin or pretty twin, and then toddlers and tiaras. So it was like, oh, we're like, what about little stage princesses where one of them wants to be a pageant girl and the other one's just along for the ride?
I would love to have. It was perfect. I would have preferred to be picked by Fame or vice versa.
Oh, you guys could have done a great job.
She went on to paint my face years later, but she is so cunty.
She really is.
God, she just puts her face right on yours. It's wild.
She absolutely turns it. Kennedy says in a talking head about Violet, we don't need to see how small you can make your waist every challenge, which is really fierce. Because I think Violet's like, what if we are cinched twins? And Kennedy, I guess, is mad about that.
I mean,
I love it. So they do this thing that is incredibly cruel, but incredibly hilarious, where Fame is talking and they do a montage of her talking and they make her look long-winded. I think it's in her interview and it's just talking. And that is how Fame is. But the edit is so...
But it was so deserved at that point, because you have to realize, people at home, if something it seems a little played out on the show, baby, that's the edit.
Yeah.
So in reality, we have been over it for weeks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Also, we start to get Fame, how's your head?
Oh, God. Now, you know what? I think this is a little unfair.
Do you know who else wouldn't have got that?
Everybody.
Me. I love Elvira, and I wouldn't have got that.
Everybody. And it's like, I was like, you know, I think it's a little bit cruel. Not cruel, but it was a little like mean. Bully.
Yes. And also, RuPaul refuses to accept that other people are not
as culturally literate as a 65-year-old pop genius. Like, what
RuPaul is talking to these 17-year-olds drag race. Like, what do you mean you don't know who the Right brothers are?
Yeah.
The Miracle of Flight?
You don't know Shaka Khan's B-sides? All of them? Like, what are you? Who are you? You're not an American.
Right. You know? I love that. RuPaul taking away people's social security numbers. You're out of here. I noticed this is you working with Kasha. The last time you did this was the Despies when it didn't go well. Did you think about that or no?
Yeah, and to be honest, like, I don't know. She didn't fuck up in the Despies. I'm sorry.
Right.
She stumbled one word.
Right.
Give me a break.
Yeah,
we weren't that funny. I mean, we weren't terrible.
What's worse, that one stumble or your wig?
To be T. I could have very well have been said, Mary, if it hadn't been for my little one-line thing that cracked her up, I would have gone home that episode.
Right.
100%.
And probably killed. Yeah, shit on.
No,
RuPaul would have got on top of you and hot wet diarrhea into your mouth.
And then a double barrel shotgun into my
hot
mouth.
Who's Wet Carl?
It's a runny
Who's Wet Carl?
Wet Carl.
As far as so we don't get to see much of us getting ready for the runway because there's so many runways to get through. So we kind of cut from us pairing up to the runways.
So there's not a lot of like, hey, you have AIDS, right?
There's not much storylines. Yeah. I also completely forgot that Leanne Rimes is in this episode. Completely forgot.
Homewrecker.
She's the judge. And Nelson Ellis is there, who died.
Okay,
from True Blood.
So rest in peace. But this is maybe I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But
you didn't like his critiques, did you?
Well, here's the thing. I think he was having a very troubling day. Because I'm not sure if you remember, he was barely awake the whole time.
Yes, I do remember his critiques being very positive, and I hadn't seen True Blood at the time. But since I've watched True Blood, I'm like, I love him.
I was
He's so good in True Blood.
I was like, he was so not Lafayette. I was like, holy. That's a good fucking actor.
You're an actor, yes.
That's a good fucking actor.
He's not, he wasn't like, honey, it was like, oh, this is a man here.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Unrecognizable. I think, so rest in peace. Leanne Rimes, you know what you did.
Jasmine and Kennedy do look like a mirror image of each other, which I can appreciate. The dress and the hair, they look exactly, which I think at the time I didn't appreciate it. Now on TV, I'm like, because to me, you know me.
You think all black people look the same.
No, a gown doesn't cut it.
What do you mean?
Where's the story?
Oh, sure. Yeah. What's the tea?
But I do like that they do look like twins.
Yeah. They did a great job. Who did the paint? Kennedy.
Probably Kennedy, yeah. Violet and Max are amazing.
Yeah.
It's a cool outfit.
I didn't care for it that much.
Sasha and Ginger have no nipples.
Oh,
just the breasts.
I didn't love that one.
I didn't love the breast touch.
I like how bad it was. It was very Selma Blair in that Pecker. It was very boo-boo, like poopy doopy.
It's like a funny outfit to wear to like a night showing of Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
It's Halloween on the runway. And then they're walking the runway sideways, sidestepping. Like, you know, Don't like that.
Yeah,
I wrote that you were amazing.
Well,
and Pearl and I ate.
you guys like tore the up. You really took a huge giant dump on that stage, and we all slipped through it.
Well, I remember I'm watching, and there's a part where they zoom in, and I paused it. And I'm looking at the headgear, and I'm like, I made that.
It's so like everything about it, like the texture, the color, the story. It was like so perfect.
Yeah,
I really loved it.
She did a great job with the makeup.
Let's just get what we will say. Y'all did not make those outfits. They were pre-made.
The outfits were on. They gave us all those dresses on racks.
Yes, they did.
And all we did was cut them together and stitch them together. I cut a hole down the thing, and then cut the skirt off. And the skirt we safety pinned. All that tulle, just safety pin it.
Well, I would love to point out that I did a lot of sewing.
Well, I would love to point out that it did not pay off. Okay. I just wrote, people don't realize we're stuck together all day.
The whole day.
We were stuck together all day.
The whole day.
The body heat of like me and Pearl rubbing.
Yeah. And Kasha has a huge cock.
Well.
And mine's so tiny, so it migrated.
Well, you have a see. You had your vaginal plasty. She was f***ing you, really. When you think about it.
If you really stopped to think about it.
When you really stopped to think, I had full body chills. Pearl did a great job on the hair and makeup. I wrote, Kasha and Katya can't walk. You can barely walk in that outfit.
Strutted.
Right.
Strut, pout, let it out. That's
Streaks
what you want from women.
Streaks in the toilet. And I just wrote, sorry, Ginger and Sasha look awful.
Yeah, they look terrible. They were
I hate the hairspray, hair bump.
It was so bottom deserved. Yeah, they really fought for that bottom spot.
Look awful.
Yeah,
we didn't even see who gets eliminated. Jaden goes home.
Oh, right. Jaden goes home, and they really at a disadvantage, I felt like, and also because I think, you just think logically, the likelihood of the person who went home first coming back this late in the game is probably pretty low.
I do feel bad.
Who put them together? You?
No.
Oh, who put them together?
Kennedy, the winner of the challenge, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel bad that both times a costume professor was on Drag Race, she had to sew and was eliminated.
Yeah.
That feels bad.
I know.
Also, I feel because Tempest went home first, I almost, if it wasn't me, was like, wouldn't it be great if Tempest got another day on Drag Race? That would be cool. Because on All Stars, when someone came back, it was Morgan who went home first. So I've been there when someone who has missed 6 episodes comes back.
And what was the vibe? It's like, girl, what are you doing here? Get out of here.
It was like, you better walk on water, ho.
Yeah, because
you better make RuPaul look like a dog.
Right. And also, it's like, try your best, baby.
But she had missed. Morgan had missed 6 challenges. Like Tempest would have missed 7 weeks of Drag Race.
Yeah, they'd be like, what was your name again?
Yeah. So I don't know. That would have been kind of odd. But anyway, we'll see you next week on Sibling Rivalry.
Sibling Rivalry.